Welcome back, everybody. What's good? So yeah, Keith had some technical difficulties on this end. Simple as that. All right. Everything decided to update and restart, and there was nothing I could do over here except sit back and wait. But I'm glad to see everybody. What's good? A little bit late, but hey, no big deal. We're never far away. All right. So I don't want to waste too much time, but hello, everybody. Good to see you. And I'm sorry it took so long. Sorry. All right. Now, let's see who's in here real quick, and then we'll get to it. I can't stand the whole. I can't stand the whole computer. I'll update when I want to thing. That sucks. But hey, it's doing its thing. I gotta sit back and let it watch. All right. So, good to see everybody. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? What's up, Bill? What's up, Educated Dummy? Good to see you, brother. Electric Ken, good to see you. Daniel Warren, good to see Daniel Warren, man. What's up, brother? Ian, put the shirt back on, brother. We can't do it without a shirt. What's up, Jeremy? Big time. Um, let's see. Almost Friday, so ready for the weekend, bro. You're not kidding me, dude. I'm ready for that weekend to start. Excited every time I think about it. Ignacio Cervantes, good to see you, brother. Simpson Simpson, what's up, brother? You're living on life. Keep making a run for booze back soon. Oh Lord, that's pretty good, brother. They can't get the crypto fix. People got worried. Nick's here. We can start. That's stupid. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Nick? What's up, Terry? Oh Lord. All right, so I want to have a little bit of a festive night tonight. I don't want to get too upset with people. I don't want everyone to get too stressed out over, hey, well, is this a good chart? Is this a bad chart? I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's a buy, what's not, kind of give my overall opinion of what's going on with the market, and, move on through these and try to see if we can find what's best and what's worst to be in or out of right now. Be honest with you, a lot of people are still in a lot of coins. A lot of them I've gotten out of, and a lot of them I'm not going to get back in until I see buy signals. I started by, the thumbnail that I made tonight was to talk about Bitcoin, and the reason is because a lot of people still think that everything's paced by what Bitcoin is doing. So I pulled up Bitcoin first here, and I'll show you what I think about it. Obviously, if we're using the 821 EMA, which is one of the first buy sell strategies that I like to try to look at and like to try to use and judge myself and judge any coin particularly that I'm looking at to see, hey, you know what? Is this a buy? Is this a sell? What do I think? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I better be careful. If we have two consecutive closes under that purple line or under that 21 EMA, that's a signal for us to stop and rethink what we're doing here and decide, hey man, is this something we should really be in? Okay, this Bitcoin chart right here that you're looking at is BTC one exclamation point, and this is the CME futures chart for Bitcoin. This is actually the one that closes for the weekends and whatnot. Excuse me, sorry. So, this was back all the way on November 17th, damn near a solid month ago. This chart was telling you, hey man, it's probably a good idea to sell and back off now. Go ahead and get something else. Be careful. There's an indication that the market may pull back here, and you may have to sit back and wait and let this thing finish itself off, okay? And since then, nothing but down. How far down? Let's actually measure this. I'm kind of curious myself. About 20%. About 20% since that close. Since that close was justified, where this big short signal is actually pointing to. What's up, Raging Bull? Good to see you, brother. Since then, 20% is a lot of money. I mean, we're talking $1,000. That's $200 that you lost. 10 grand. That's $2,000 that you lost, just because you refuse to follow the simple basics of, hey, I need to get out of this when it's time. If we're looking at the fibs, we're in between the 618 and the 786 on log mode. If we go to linear mode, we get a little bit of different look. We see that even in linear mode, which is not quite as to scale, in my opinion, as log mode is. Even in linear mode, you're still floating in between 618 and 786. You haven't hit a line yet. That red line is kind of support. We're sitting right on support now. Can it go farther? Yes, it could go down farther. Also, there's a gap in the chart right here around 26,000. Why do you say there's a gap in the chart? Well, I say there's a gap in the chart for a reason. Okay, this is CMA chart does indeed stop on the weekends. Okay, hey, what's up? Fine, good to see you. Um, you say you made it. Yeah, I was like 15 minutes late. The everything just you're stuck waiting. You're stuck waiting. I'm sitting there, oh crap. Nothing you can do. Part of it. But there's a gap right here at this chart. Around $26,000 where the CME market actually closed on the weekend and then reopened on the Monday, and the chart had moved up. All right, these gaps typically do close. The red line right there at the bottom at 9,600 shows you that there's another gap down there, and that one didn't close either. So if we're going to keep making a bunch of gaps that don't close, we're going to reset precedents. I really don't want a bunch of precedents to be reset, but it's possible. Hold on a second. My light's acting up. Oh man, there we go. My light came back on. All right. Been waiting on that thing to fire up. It just fired off on its own right there. I had to play with the switch for a minute. Hang on a second. There we go. Put that baseball hat on. This is the actually the championship team that I helped coach. So I brought that hat back out. Whatever, if it's a little fuzzy, because the camera doesn't really like the yellow or the greens. Yeah, that's where the fancy camera is going to come in. I do have some fancy camera equipment to fix up and stuff. It's just I haven't got to it yet. Good day, peasants. Hey, what's up, Miss Beverly, the other queen? All the queens showing up tonight. Good to see y'all, man. So anyway, this leads me to believe a couple things here. The fact that we see that's in between fibs, it hasn't actually reached the 618 or the 786, not the bottom or the top of either one of those, kind of leads me to believe that we're going to move towards one or the other. We're in a downtrend, so that automatically makes me think that we're going to go down, not up. Leads me towards 45,000. At 45,000, we're going to hit that 786, 886 level. It's going to give a chance for the chart to rebound, bounce, move flat, figure out what it wants to do. Now, if you look at the pivots here, we failed the pivot way up here, way back when it was a short. Okay. From then we bounced S1 failed, bounced F2 failed. S3's also down here in that $45,000 range. More evidence that we're probably going to head to that 45,000 range. Now, what does that mean for the other coins on the market? Well, that's where the interesting part comes in. Is this a thing where, we're going to watch Bitcoin drag everything up and down with it? Is it a situation where we're not going to see it? Is it a situation where we're going to see everything flow on its own? Or is there going to be decoupling? I've seen a few people around start asking, "Hey, man, I think we're decoupling. Well, show me your evidence of that." And the evidence that I've seen so far is it's strictly 100% speculation. They think it might want to be, and we don't have any choice of that. Okay, I mean, not that we have any choice. We don't have any evidence of that, and I can't really do anything without evidence. So, first things first, looking at dominance. 40% dominance for Bitcoin, 21% for Ethereum. That's 61% total of the market. Nothing fancy to write home about right here on Bitcoin dominance. Okay, you have no buy. You don't see Bitcoin breaking the downtrend. It's clearly down. I don't see anything to write home about. I know that sucks, but the reality of the fact is you don't see this thing screaming. BTCD, reveal thyself. Oh, no man, stupid, bro. Stifler, it's excellent. Is it? Let me see. I can't have an hard time. Ben G, good to see you, brother. Is it green is 8-day and purple is 21? You are correct, sir. I do that for a reason. The AEMA I do for purple, for green, for money. Okay, because mentally, psychologically speaking, when I'm just making a quick glance at something and I see that the price is over the line, well, mentally that tells me, hey man, you're good. And the 21 EMA would be my sell line because I don't like the color purple, and that was my ex-wife's favorite color. So therefore, anytime I'm under that line, I immediately stop and have hesitation and go, wait. Nope, I'm under that line. And it helps me take off the emotion. Everybody gets emotional sometimes. People often ask me, oh, you say that. You say you never get emotional, but like, yeah, okay, well, sometimes I'm on a roll. I'm doing well, and I don't want to come out of something. And I'm in a coin that's doing really great, and I don't want to leave. I get emotional too, and I have to stop myself. The same thing happens, okay? No, Keith, stop. Stop. Follow the rules. Last stream I also said, I think someone quoted it. I forget who it was, but I'm that reality. I'm that reality check that you don't want to have, but you need. You need that reality check. All right, Keith. Yeah, this is a sale. Sell it. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, man, I don't want to sell it. I'm doing too well. I don't want to jump out of this and go. Reality check. Stop. You've done well. Take your profits. Move on. Quit being dumb, Keith. Okay. I'm not special. I'm not special. I don't think I am. Don't think I ever will be. But I do think I'm 101 as far as when it comes to kind of things like this, where I say, hey, the chart matters and nothing else matters. It's quite simple because of that. Now, we have Bitcoin dominance falling flat, not doing anything special. And if we zoom out, that's when the odd things start to come to shape. Hey, man, that's a triple bottom. If this can hold this triple bottom and bounce back up, and that's the weekly chart, right? If this triple bottom can hold and bounce back up, may Bitcoin start making another run? Sure. I haven't seen that yet, okay? I haven't seen it. This leads me to my next point. There was a while here where I was able to chart USD Tether and USDC and see where the money was coming from. Was it going into Bitcoin? Was money flowing over to alts? Was money getting in stables? Here's the problem, okay? As the market cap keeps growing, it's getting increasingly more difficult to figure out, is the money coming out of Bitcoin? Is the money going out of Ethereum? Is it going to stables? Or is the money going to alts? Okay, sure, it's easy to look at the market cap dominance chart and go, okay, well, we can tell it's here. But that's a little bit of a tea leaf because, maybe people are just buying money, or maybe people are just buying crypto and moving into stables instead of jumping into one of the cryptos right off the bat. Perhaps people buy a stable coin and they get a little bit of, hey, I think I'll just wait for a second until I get figured out what I want to do, but I got to get some money on the market. Okay, I got to get some money on the market. Had multiple people today ask me, which was a pretty good sign. Hey man, how do I get started? What do I do? What do I put money in? What do I do? And it made me feel good because I'm like, hey, you can tell the people are getting more and more interested in this. So it's getting more. The point is, it's getting more increasingly difficult to figure out where money's going. All right. That being said, it appears that USD Tether has broken its downtrend, bounced off the bottom of the channel multiple times, bounced off the pivot multiple times. Where a weekly chart looks like it's getting ready to have a green 21.8 EMA cross upward. And that means that we're going to get a buy signal. If we can get this buy signal, but MACD's pointing up, I bet you if I look at every indicator, this thing's all telling me that USDT is going up. And if that's the case, we're going to see coins sell off some. If everything is trending down and then your stables are trending up, well, more money is going to come into stables. Looking at USDC, same thing. You've broken the downtrend. You've bounced off of R3. This is weekly, by the way. MACD, same situation. Now, again, oh man, does this mean that money is flowing out of the market? Well, as these big runs have happened and money has come into the market, stablecoins have gained market cap. Now, the market's up through all this, not down. Then why have stables come up so much? That's where the tricky part comes in. That's where I wish I could just look at you and say, oh, well, this is what happened. Money just went into stables because they were scared. Well, that's clearly not happening. And every day we grow closer to the whole SEC case happening. What does that mean for crypto? I think that sets precedent. Whatever the outcome is of the court case is going to set precedent, because you want, as a legal representation would want, win or lose, you want that to happen so that you can look back in history and say, well, you did it here. You did it here. You enforced it here. Well, you said it here. Yeah, because we do that every day with seatbelt laws, police interactions, murders, anything like that. We go back and look at what had already happened in order to determine whether or not it it was going to be easy to get a case settled or thrown out. There's a very solid situation happening where that may happen again. And I hate to try to judge things and guess things like that, but one could understand the hesitation that some people may have. Myself, I don't care. I just look at the charts. So either way, let's look at some dominance charts and see where money may or may not be going. If we look at the regular market cap dominance, we're coming off our $3 trillion touch that we did up here. Tickled 3 trillion, fell back a little bit. Okay, not awful that happened, but we had this little pullback. Now we're in the middle of another one, similar situation where MACD kind of rolled over a little bit. Does this mean we're going to keep coming down more? Are we in our accumulation phase at the top? Are we in the accumulation phase at the top of another uptrend? Well, we don't know yet, do we? But we do know for the daily's sake, we've had a sell since November 17th. Weekly is starting to form the same thing. Man, our pivot's all the way back at 1.2 trillion. This pivot is not going to shift until the end of the year. That's a long ass way. Almost $2 trillion leaving the market if that happened. Let's look at total 2, which is everything minus Bitcoin. Similar situation. The chart is almost identical. So it doesn't matter whether or not it's Bitcoin or not. This looks the same. Okay. Number 3, total market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is just altcoins, everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum. Same situation. All of these are starting to form up to make a similar look here. Yes, it's on support, but what's it doing? Is it going up or down or sideways or what? It's been my belief, and I've said this a few times online, but I kind of feel like this is turning into the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 has been going up for almost 100 damn years. Crypto is growing, and we can't deny that. We can't deny what we see. Crypto.com Arena, FTX Pro on the World Series. FTX Pro is going to be on the Super Bowl. Formula One has Tezos, has VET, has FTX Pro on the side of Formula One races and Crypto.com races going on. Coinbase is on the floor of the Houston Rockets. Matt Damon's on TV selling crypto. Tom Brady's on TV on it for FTX selling crypto. We can't deny that. We have to understand that this is real situations and it's real shit, and it very well may be taken off to another level, and we have to embrace that. Ignacio, the ticker is Total 1, TOTAL 1 for all of crypto. Total 2 for all of crypto minus Bitcoin, and then total 3 for all of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. We have more. Okay? We have total 4, okay, which is the total DeFi market cap. Look, it looks just like the other 2. The other 3, I'm sorry. It looks just like them, no matter what. Even DeFi looks similar. Okay? Total DeFi dominance. Same situation. This one actually looks a little different as compared to total DeFi market cap. Okay? Is the dominance of the market cap, is the dominance of DeFi going to go up or down? And as we see here, I'll move this over out of the way so we can see I got these fibs in the way, I'm sorry. We see it's got a little bit flatter chart, and it's kind of sitting on a little bit more support, still under R3 instead of overextended over R3. Sitting above Sniper's Alley, it kind of looks like DeFi dominance isn't done. And DeFi season isn't finished. And it looks like DeFi season may make another run up. And this parabolic run may continue some more. Wow. Look at the DeFi to Ethereum ratio. This shows me that, versus Ethereum, things are going down. DeFi, market cap versus DeFi versus Ethereum. How much money is in Ethereum? How much money is in other DeFis? It looks like that's going to head back toward Ethereum some. Okay? We had a big run up. Money came into Ethereum DeFi. You trended down the other direction. You had lots of other options come up like AVAX chain, FTM chain, and all these other ones, BSC. It kind of leveled off and flattened out. And here we go again. We're coming around the turn again. Guess what's Ethereum? Guess what's on the Ethereum chain? That'd be strong block. I've been trying to drink a little more water, everybody. Sorry. I've just been super unhealthy lately, and I'm kind of feeling it. So I'm getting ready to get to the point where I'm about to break out and head back to the gym and start thrashing again. So I've been trying to drink a little water, man. Just trying to drink a little water. Gotta hydrate. Now, I'm not gonna get super trash tonight because I have a busy, busy, busy day tomorrow, and I don't want to feel like crap. However, what's awesome is Chi-Town sent me some stuff. What's up, Chi-Town? I see you right there, brother. That's new to me. How long have they divided the market like this? Been going for a while. Been going for a while where they've been calculating this. Um, this is Muhlenberg limited release summer series orange cream liqueur. It's from Kentucky. It's from Muhlenberg, Kentucky. He sent it to me. It's like more like a mixer that you put inside your whiskeys to make different mixed drinks with. I'm gonna be using this soon. Also, Mullet sent me Journeyman Distillery in the big bottle. How cool is that? So we're gonna hammer on some of this pretty soon, just not tonight. I don't want to get super trashed. I showed you this last stream and I haven't opened it up yet. I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. Also, he sent some wine for the lady. They're having a bit of a girls' night on Monday, so I told her to take that bottle with her and have fun. So we'll see what she does, right? I'm pretty sure she's going to get pretty plastered over one glass. About all it takes for her. All right, go to strong here. I had multiple people ask me about this, and I'd like to give you some wonderful news. However, there's just not a whole lot of wonderful news to give here. No matter how many candles we keep making, they keep failing. And this shows me that there's bigger moves going on than the daily, and you should probably pay attention to them. Looking at the weekly, we see a very large wick and indecision being shown at the bottom. Okay, that's actually a good thing. We want to see indecision on a bottom. We don't want to see indecision on a top. MACD's starting to show up some data here. It looks like it's rolled over, and we've had 3 consecutive weeks of more sell volume than the week before, which is increased sales volume, which is, hey, by the way, things keep selling off a little more than they were before. Problem. Volume is one of the most inconsistent, technical analysis is about being as consistent as possible. Volume is heavily inconsistent. And why do I say that? Because we've already done all the math on this stuff for you. We've already went through and looked at indicators and figured out which ones are more efficient than others, which ones are we using and which one are we not. Why? Why are we not using them? Why do we use them? How often should we look at it? What's the percentages with and without? We've already done all this for you. Okay. I'm not going to use things that are inconsistent. I'm just not gonna. There's no sense in that. Okay. What I see is indecision on a weekly chart forming a morning star. It is under the 8 and the 21 on the weekly for the first time in a really, really long time. It's there. It's under. That's the way it is. Now, on the daily, same situation. We have not broken the downtrend. It's under. We have not had a higher low and a higher high yet. Now, we did have a big wick on the bottom with buy pressure. We are trying our best to hold support. It's just not done yet. Okay. It's close, but no cigar, as we say in the South. Close, but no cigar. This needs to get up over 493, which is roughly 500. We need to close above 500, and we need to hold that number for some significant amount of time. I'm going to say at least a day or two. It just hasn't done it yet. It keeps failing over and over and over again. And the more we fail, the farther down we go. Okay. Simple as that. And I know you don't want to hear that, but like I said before, I am that reality check that you need and you don't want to hear, but you're going to hear anyway. Okay. This is the way it is here on this channel. This is the grown-up channel. And if I see something going down, I'm going to tell you. Okay. Can you check time? Yes, I can. Found your channel yesterday. Great stuff. Thank you, Alconis, which kind of sounds like alcoholic and anonymous put together, which is pretty dope. Frank said, welcome new people. Absolutely welcome new people. 76 people watching, 45 likes. If you would, everybody go hit the like button, man. I know I was late tonight. Had some computer problems, some technical issues. I got hung up waiting. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. It bees like that, but we're here now, okay? There's what I see for strong. I don't see a higher high yet. I need to see a higher high. That higher high would be closing over 500 and higher. Just haven't done it yet, okay? It needs to happen before I can see any more happiness. You're going to get darkness until it gets up over and gets moving, okay? The time is 8:44 where Wildwood Flower is. That grew wild on the farm, and we never knowed what it was called. Y'all have to go look up that song, because a couple of us know that song. All right, let's go to Ohm real quick. I haven't looked at Ohm in a while, but it's become time. Now, we've had a really gnarly pullback on Ohm for quite a while. Chart's been coming down and down and down and down ever since it hit this upper trend line, and I told people that it's going to come down the day after I said it. This has been happening, okay? I know that sucks. You don't want to hear that, but it's been happening slowly but surely. Over and over and over again, it continues to fail those short-term supports. What are short-term supports? What am I talking about? Well, every chart is based on support and resistance. People often ask me, why does a chart retrace? Why does that happen? Well, price action is determined by support and resistance, and if it runs out of support, it will fall until it finds it. Just like you, okay? You stand up long enough, you get tired, you want to sit down. You sit down in a chair, but you have to find that chair before you sit down, okay? You have to find that support zone before you sit. Now, that red line I had marked one of the support zones, and as you see, price blew right through it. On to the next one. Where was the next one? That little blue line right there under that 0.5, that was the next one. I'd like to have seen this bounce up off of this and go up. It did not. It failed it. After that, where are we going to go next? Well, we're going to go next to the next support zone. Again, I've highlighted this one in red. This one bounced pretty well. And not to mention, you got pretty decent numbers here on the support. This was your first zone up here. Right in here. And since it's not perfect, nothing's perfect, I kind of go with this area. Okay? Blew through that area. Not great. From there, on to the next area. Where's the next area? Right here where this blue line is. And I drew a red box at the Fibonacci retracement line because that ended up being the one that actually hit. What do the indicators look like? Well, the MACD is pointing down. Doesn't look great. We look at the RSI. Do we have any strength building? Ooh, looky there. We went oversold on the RSI. So, as it hit oversold, it also hit support. This is worth taking a risk on, in my opinion. Does this mean it's a full-on buy? No, it does not. This is a risk-reward buy, meaning you've got good risk, good reward, and enough to take a chance on. This does not mean it's a great buy or a great risk-reward. It's a gamble at best, so be careful. Don't gamble too hard. Set your stop losses. Where would your stop loss be? 7% under where you bought it on a risk reward buy like this. You do not have confirmation. It's a risk reward buy. So since you don't have confirmation, be careful. Don't do anything dumb. If it fails here and doesn't hold, 330-ish, 335-ish will be the next big hurdle, okay? If I go to linear, you're going to get similar numbers like that. 355 it says on linear. So let's say 350 to 330 would be the next fall point. That's Ohm. Decent risk reward right now. Hold, be careful, set a stop loss. If it fails, get out. Where would be good confirmation? If it breaks 555 and holds and then breaks this blue line you see here, okay? All right. So now let's go to time. Wonderland. This one's going to be a little easier to identify. And why is that? Well, the reason is because there's not as much chart there, so it's easier to find the support and resistance zones. I'll draw those with red lines here. How do we mark support and resistance? Well, we mark support and resistance by finding reversal points on the chart. When we find those reversal, sitting there on that sack of seeds, Ron Poteet said, yes, somebody gets it. We mark those support and resistance lines by finding reversals, and we use horizontal lines, and we try to get the line to touch as many times. That makes it stronger or weaker. The more touches, the stronger. The less touches, the weaker, okay? Let's mark some lines. We start on a higher time frame like monthly. Well, we don't have a monthly chart hardly on this one, so let's do weekly. Okay, where do we have reversals? And I see some already. Right here we have a reversal where the chart changed directions. Right here we have a reversal. Same thing up here. Same thing here. And like one more up top right here. Could probably put another one up there if you want. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Just giving you examples here. Now that we've got some lines on the chart showing you support and resistance, you can got them fine tune them if you want. You know, maybe right there's a little bit better. But then again, maybe down here's better. Right there on that blue line. Right about there would be closer. And look, okay. So I even missed this one right here. On the weekly, you couldn't really see it, but you see it on the daily. So since that's the case, I'll make this line a different color. You know, you've got maybe here, maybe down there, maybe cut and splitting the difference. I split the difference with that blue line, and that shows me that I have some support here, which is right where we happen to be at about 4,300. And we bounced up off of it. Okay, we need to keep going though. We need to bounce and then break the trend. Right now, this trend is all down. It's all gnarly and ugly down. You cannot deny that. You have to know that. Now that you know that, what's next? We need to see it break trend. I need to see it break over this green line. It has not done that. Obviously, it is not close. If you're going to buy this, this is risk reward. You're taking a chance that this thing bounces from here. You need to set a stop loss or set an alert or something to tell you, hey, this doesn't look so great. Maybe I should stop. If you don't, that's on you. I am not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice to your own thing. This is trying to bounce off support. If it fails, the next support is all the way down here, folks, at about 3,500. Oh, I'm going to buy that dip. But when is it enough? When is the dip stopped? Don't catch falling knives. This is a falling knife. Wait for the knife to hit the floor. If you're not sure, Nick brought up an interesting point earlier. He said sometimes it's better to not catch the bottom perfectly to wait on that confirmed buy than it is to risk it trying to catch that falling knife. Okay? Sometimes you just let the knife be and let it fall and hit the floor. Then once it hits the floor, okay, now I can stop and rebound and give it a minute, okay? Much smarter play in my opinion. Now, again, that's just my opinion. Please do your own thing. I'm not a financial advisor. I just read the chart, and I'm just telling you that it's pulling down. Now, let's go over to HEC, which is hectodal, and have a look at that. Oh, look, another situation of exactly the same thing. But Keith, I don't understand what you mean by all charts retrace. That doesn't make sense to me. Well, it's really simple, okay? Every single candle that you see on the screen right here on the daily time frame represents 1 day of trading. Green means the buyers won. Red means the sellers won. Not that difficult. Each one is kind of a tug of war, okay? They say go, we start pulling the rope. I'm red, you're green, I pull the rope, I pull the rope. If I start it and then finish it on my side, that candle turns red. The length of the candle is determined by how far I pulled the rope on my side. The wicks are determined by how far I pulled the rope but couldn't hold it there. Okay? Maybe I pulled the rope 10 feet, and then in the process of that, you pulled it back 5 feet, so the line is only 5 feet from the start point, and the candle's only half as long as the wick. It was 10 feet, and you pulled it back to 5, and that's where we closed. That's half the legs. That's how candles are formed. Every candle is a battle between winners and losers. That's the real world, and markets work the exact same way. I can't describe it any better than something like tug of war for you to understand that that's the way the charts work. Same situation here on hectodal as Wonderland. You've lost support. You had some resistance up here that it refused to break. Okay. Didn't get over it, failed, and fell down. Where's the next support? All the way down here at these red lines at roughly $75. Oh, no, Keith, that's not right because you don't understand. They peg it to a certain dollar point, so it always stays above that. That's not what they do, folks. They match to that dollar. They match to that dollar. Whatever's speculated beyond that, is not on them. The more money comes in, the higher the dollar peg, okay? But it's not on them. Now, the thing about these is the more money you put in, the more percentage you make on your rebases. 3 times a day, you get a percentage earned. Those 3 times a day then compound. If you compound them for 12 days, you get roughly 5%. Or no, it's 5 days, roughly 12%, something like 11%, something like that. Make it 30 days, you've gone the max number, and that's when the APY really starts to kick in. That's where the whole 3399 thing comes in. The more you compound, the longer you got a chance to keep going. I don't really subscribe to all that. I'm a different kind of person, I guess. You guys know that. Now, this one's right here at the 50 fib at $89. If it can hold this 50 fib and bounce, great. Then we're going to head back up toward 125. We have not done that yet. There's no sign that that's going to happen. So don't catch a falling knife. All the indicators are pointing down, pointing down. And this RSI right here is under 40. When it goes under 40, it tends to go oversold. Oversold would point us more toward $65 to $75 for each hector token. That's fully possible. If you don't understand that, that's what I just did, Nick. I'm sorry. That's just them pegging it to the amount of money they have in there and the price that they're allocated toward. That's it. That's not meant to say they're going to burn tokens or all that. That's each different blockchain does their own thing. You need to read up on that yourself. I don't read white papers. I just do the chart. Now let's go to Papa DAO, because this is a new one that's kind of popular and everybody wants to talk about it. Thing is, I have to go to Dex Screener because they don't even have that on CoinTrader yet. And I don't particularly like this website. MEM is a stable coin, by the way. Again, I don't have much data here. This is a 12-hour chart. Why is a 12-hour chart? Because I don't have any daily data, because the damn chart's not long enough yet. Look, there's hardly any data. All right, I need to go down lower to get more stuff to even be able to read. Now, same situation where we're failing to break. Let me put it in log mode. We're failing to break that upper level. And because we're failing to break that upper level, we form a resistance line. The same thing's happening, okay? We're not breaking it. We need to break it. Is there a support line? Yes, there is. We have a support line here. Now you see the range that we're stuck in, okay? It needs to break the range one way or the other. Whichever way it breaks this range is going to be the way the trend continues to go. What is it looking like right now? Looks like it's going to keep doing this. I just don't see anything different to tell me otherwise. It looks like it's going to jog back and forth and back and forth. I don't see anything magical happen here. That being said, it is forming a higher low. This is a low. This is a high. This is a higher low. Okay, it needs to form a higher high. That's the problem. It's not doing that yet. Is it forming a double bottom? It could also be forming a double top. That's the thing. It just kind of looks sideways to me. This looks dead sideways. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't always get stuck in these sideways trades. When you do, that sucks and you're in trouble and you can't do anything about it. It sucks. Sorry. This down 23% in the last hour, the market cap is on Papa DAO. I didn't know what rebasing was. Well, there you go. Now you know. All right. What about, we're almost out of time here. What about Jade? Multiple people have asked me about Jade. This one's even younger. All right. Daily chart, not much stuff there to look at. So let's go down to 12-hour. That's more stuff to look at. Is that even accurate? Well, wish I could tell you yes or no. I'm not really sure. I don't have much stuff there to look at. 4-hour. Okay. 4-hour gives me a little bit better view. You can see that we had a downtrend here on the 4-hour. Okay. We broke that downtrend. We created an 821 cross and we've started to move up since then. We made a high and a low. We have not made a higher high on the 4-hour yet. If we pull the Fibonacci retracement set on this, we'll see that we're over 618 and we failed perfectly at the 786 already once. We need to break this box on Jade. Break this box, you move up higher. Don't break this box, you're down or sideways. We have pivot points, probably. Yep. We're over the pivot here. It's trying its best to stay over top of it. This pivot will reset tomorrow. Or no, it's actually going to take the week. It'll be, let's see, 28th. It's a week. Okay, so it'll finish on Sunday, these pivots, and it'll reset. They are getting more and more tight. Or are they getting, let me see. Yeah, the pivots are tightening up, which means the price action is going to move stronger one way or the other once these pivots get tight enough. Okay, that's what I see on Jade. Again, 520 is the barrier. 575, 525.75 is the mark to break and hold. If it can do that, we can move higher on Jade, but no promises just yet. Rug pulls, I believe, shot down. Yeah. Can you chart ring? No, I will not chart rug pulls on here. Vagabond Vivian, sorry. I'm not gonna expose people. I've already talked about Ring, and it is a straight up ripoff. And I've apparently made some enemies because of that. And I'm sorry, but I'm the reality police. And if I got to be the reality police to bring you back to Earth, so you understand that sometimes you're wrong too, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not talking to you specifically. Please don't think I'm doing that. I'm just thinking in generalities here. If I have to be the reality police to say, hey, you need to stop giving money to people who are ripping the internet off, then you should probably reevaluate things, because if I shouldn't need to say that to you at all. I shouldn't need to say that to you at all. So listen, that's midnight right here. I'm going to stop here. I know I was late. I'm sorry. So what we'll do next time on Tuesday is we'll spice up a little bit and maybe do it a little earlier or a little later on Tuesday. But I can't do that tonight because I have some other plans tonight I have to take care of still. So thank you everybody for coming. We had 80 something people on here at one point, which was dope. We're getting more and more people. My computer's fully updated now, so I won't be late again. So listen, thank you guys. I appreciate everybody showing up. This week has been a little gnarly, and I know that. I've been hella busy, dude. I've been doing business in the background. That's what this envelope right here is, business stuff. The world's changing really rapidly, okay, and I'm trying my best to keep up. I'm trying not to spiral out of control here. So listen, thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate the shit out of all y'all. The big giveaway still going on. If you need to understand about the giveaway, come check out the Discord. How do you get into the Discord? Well, there's a link. It's right under here. Go check out the link. If you can't find the link, message me on Discord, CarolinaKeith_1. If you want to get on the Patreon to get full access to the Discord, patreon.com/CarolinaKeith. Thank y'all all very much. I'll see y'all on the next stream on Tuesday. Like Notorious B.I.G. said, you could have been anywhere in the world, folks, but you're right here with me. And I appreciate that. Y'all be good. I'll see y'all on the next one.